What is up, everybody? I'm your host, Erica Hill, and we are here with the Canada Shore family to break down the first season of the most unhinged house in the North. This is The After Shore. We're kicking off our first episode of The After Shore with the queen of the shore himself, Christopher. Thank you for being here.
Hi, Erica. Hi. Thank you for having me.
Have you emotionally recovered from the house yet? Be honest.
Not yet. I feel like every single week it's just more and more anxiety, but I'm loving it because I get to relive the experience all over again.
Seeing it all fresh for the first time, you're like, did that actually happen? I don't even remember.
Yeah, it's such a crazy experience, just like seeing myself back on camera, and I'm like, damn, I look really good.
Yeah. Well, honestly, the internet is kind of obsessed with you. I think I saw somewhere that you were the Canada Shore MVP.
Yeah.
And I would have to maybe agree. How has the reception been so far?
I feel like it's been great. I mean, I think this is what I was meant to do. So I'm very proud of myself, and I agree with what everyone's saying online.
MVP, baby.
Yes,
what can I say?
Exactly.
Also, we might be getting a surprise call-in tonight. If that phone rings, drama may follow. But before we get the duck ringing, we have a lot to talk about. These last few episodes have been entertaining, to say the least. Let's take a look.
Previously on Canada Shore.
There's a lot going on in this house right now. Emma and Riley have a crazy back and forth situation.
The wedding job is one. I'm never talking to him again.
They need to jump on the same page or just call it off.
I think that Lila's trying to prove a point that she can do whatever she wants. Girl, why is it fine if you can kiss an old lady, but she can't kiss your old man? Sorry, Ethan. Maybe he's just sick to kissing moms instead. I can't stand Ethan. Awkward.
Wow, you're so gorgeous.
Oh my God, what the It's not about Bauer, it's about you.
Emmy and Kira in a hot tub screaming at each other? What is happening? Tick, tick, tick.
Somebody call the fire department. This house is about to literally blow up.
Okay, so let's go back to day one.
Yes.
You're entering the house for the first time. Is it nerves, or are you just like ready to blow the roof off this place?
I mean, I had nerves in the car, but I had a little drink with me. I knew when I got inside the house, there was gonna be a drink waiting for me, and that's pretty much all I cared about.
That's what got you through.
Exactly.
You're like, I'm in a mansion, there's a drink waiting. Like, what else could you ask for?
Yeah, I didn't really care about the people. I was like, it's time for me to live this summer up, and I knew that's exactly what was about to happen.
Yeah, well, speaking of the people, who made kind of like the biggest first impression for you?
Definitely Lila. I mean, Lila is an icon, and now after the show, her and I are still best friends.
Love that.
The same vibe I felt when I first saw her when I walked into the house is like the exact same way I feel about her now.
What was it about Lila that kind of like drew you to her?
Her looks.
She's beautiful.
Yeah, she's really hot.
Yeah.
And just her energy is like, it's unmatched. And I feel like I wasn't sure if I was gonna find somebody my vibe inside the house. And when I met her, it's like, yeah, we're like the dynamic duo. We're like the big double Ds, is what I like to call us.
That's what I would say about you guys.
Yeah.
Double Ds, if I had to explain it. But it's nice. It's nice to have someone that you can like really connect with right off the bat, feel comfortable, share a little drinky poo with.
Exactly. It's
well,
amazing.
who is somebody that you were like, okay, this is gonna be a long summer?
I would say all the guys.
Every man ever.
Every single person. Actually, no, every single guy in the house. I was like, you know what? This is gonna be a long summer. I don't know if they're gonna be able to handle me, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to handle them.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. And I have a question for you.
Yeah.
I don't want you to get upset.
Yeah.
But Ethan arrived on a boat.
Yeah.
You arrived on a car. So what happened there?
I'm not sure. Usually I pull up everywhere in a black car, so it felt like normal for me.
Right.
But like, I've pulled up on places on a boat before, and I just feel like Ethan doesn't give like boat, he gives like white truck, like pulls through. So I feel like I deserved the boat, but who knows, if there's another season, I will be getting the boat.
Well, I was just gonna say, so if you had to redo it, maybe Ethan's on a boat, what method of transportation are we taking?
I would do a private jet. I like to fly private, so that's exactly how I'd be pulling
I
out.
love that. You should just skydive in.
Exactly.
Fireworks, the whole thing.
Exactly,
That sounds
exactly.
fitting, actually. I like that, I like that. Well, you can't party forever. Eventually, somebody is gonna make you clock in. From reality TV royalty to fruit stands to Rib Fest, let's talk about who worked and who absolutely did not.
Party's here.
Mama's here.
My name is Dane, the Prince of Cologne.
Is this our boss?
Buy the fruit. Bananas. You can get some of me.
I feel like a clown.
I'm so hot.
Bauer's just eye candy, right? I want to rub them all over you. What?
However, the bosses are putting me to work.
Okay, so you had Dane and Snooki as your bosses, maybe the most unhinged bosses of all time. How was that working for them?
I mean, Dane, crazy first impression, missing a tooth, crazy energy, but he grew on me. I feel like every single time he came inside the house, I was like, I need to run away from this man.
What about him gave runaway energy, the missing tooth?
Yeah, I think it was the missing tooth, the like crazy colors, a voice louder than mine. It was super scary, but he grew on me and I like really grew to like his vibe, even though I hated him like the first 2-3 weeks. And Snooki, like the name speaks for itself.
An icon.
Yeah, I don't think it gets any more iconic than that. Having her in the house and having her as a boss, I want to represent and show her how iconic I am,
Honestly, I feel like you did exactly that. And it's kind of nice with Snooki too, is like, yes, she was your boss, but it kind of felt like she was the house mom guiding you through the experience. So how was that having her to guide you through?
I mean, it was amazing. I feel like she's been through this entire experience several times. So to be able to like get her advice and just like her be there when we needed help or we were having a situation or like we needed more drinks. It was just like—
She's your girl.
Yeah. She was like what I like to call like the cool mom. Yeah.
I love that. She is giving cool mom energy. And when she saw that there was a queen in the house, she was very excited to see you.
Of course.
So how was it to connect with her immediately on that?
I think that she understood me, and I feel like those first couple days, I didn't know if anybody really did. So I feel like having her like reassurance really made like the process after that so much easier, knowing that I had someone behind my back.
That's actually so true. It gives you the opportunity to kind of just like lean in and really just experience it and have that stress taken off when you feel seen.
Of course.
Which is really nice.
Of course.
So be honest, was Dane like a chill boss or was he hard to work with?
I mean, he's hard to work with because he's so loud.
Like, he loves to party. He can turn up. What I know about Dane is he can turn up, so I'm surprised.
He can really turn up.
Yeah.
And I think that we got to see that as the season continued.
Yeah.
But I still hated him. And I know hate's a very strong word, but I definitely hated him when he like first told me that I was going to work at the Rib Fest. I was like, you know what, Dane? There's so many people that actually want to work. Let them go. Let me chill by the pool, have a mimosa.
Give the people what they want. If they want to work, work.
Yeah, why am I the one that's working?
It's true. So who do you think was the best worker?
I feel like the guys were the best workers just because I feel like that's what they were in the house for.
Yeah.
What else are they there for other than working?
That's the man's job now.
Cooking, cleaning. I was treating this like a vacation.
Right.
I was letting them do what they needed to do, and I think they did exactly that.
Wait, did you know you were going to be working? Were you under the impression that you were just going to be able to like relax by the pool? Did this take you by surprise?
Like kind of, because I don't work in my real life. So I think the idea of going to work, I was like, I could probably do it. And then that first day at the fruit stand, I was like, yeah, this isn't meant for me. And I thought that I gave that impression. And like,
Yeah, that's fair.
I try to like do a job so like they know never to hire me again. And unfortunately that didn't work.
No, it didn't. Because like, let's go back to the fruit stand. You were working alongside Emmy and Bauer. You were kind of in the middle of some emotional warfare.
Yeah.
So how are the vibes working with the platonic lovebirds?
I think that they were truly in love.
Felt that way. As a viewer, we felt that way too.
Like, Emmy is something else. I truly love her to death because you know what? Fight for a man. Do it.
You know what? That's actually a good point. It's like, go after what you want, shoot your shot.
Yeah.
But did it become a little bit embarrassing after a while? Like 1 to 10, how were the vibes, the awkwardness?
It was so awkward because I feel like Bauer really, I mean, I can take social cues. Emmy, on the other hand, I don't know if she can.
Right.
But I mean, it was cute.
Yeah.
But after a while, it was getting a little bit, she was giving me the ick. Love her to death, but the ick was there.
There was a lot of ick happening in the house.
Yeah.
A lot of moments where people would be like, yeah, I've got the ick. So that was your ick moment from working, besides working as a whole.
Yeah.
Which was also your ick moment.
I feel like if I was working with Lila, it would have been easier. I would have enjoyed the sun a little bit more. But like hearing Emmy hit on Bauer out of all people was just like, oof.
Like, get me out of here.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you were to say one thing to Emmy right now about this experience at the fruit stand, what advice would you have given her?
I would be like, play hard to get. You know what? You're a hot girl. Let him chase after you. You showed your interest.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't want it, whose problem is that? There's a lot of fish in the sea.
Amen. You don't need to be throwing all your fruit at one guy. Don't put all your fruit in one basket.
I like that one.
Yeah,
Wait,
there
that
we
was a good one.
So Dane clearly loves to see you work because, much to your dismay, you were scheduled at Rib Fest and you were partnered with Ethan on the beans. You loved that.
I absolutely loved working with Ethan, and then on top of that, the beans just made it so much better.
Oh, I can imagine. So how do you feel like Ethan might have enjoyed working with you? How would he have described his experience?
Well, I mean, I'm a pleasure to work with.
Naturally.
I'm eye candy, I give the vibes, so he was lucky, but I wasn't planning on doing any of the work.
No, and that makes sense.
That's his job.
Yeah.
I feel like he's probably worked in the food industry before, so I feel like it was a perfect job for him.
Yeah, so you were just like letting him have his moment, really.
I was sitting back and watching just because if I started doing it, then I didn't want him to feel insecure.
That's very kind of you.
Thank you.
Very
I
kind
appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, you were a little bit checked out at the beginning, but honestly, by the end, you were kind of giving Employee of the Month. You were very into it. So what flipped the switch?
I think I knew that if I didn't give it my all, that I wasn't going to be able to drink that night. I think that was the only thing.
So the party is the motivator.
Yeah, I knew that there was going to be a drink waiting for me if I gave it my all, and that's exactly what I did. And I'm like, you know what? If I work hard now, maybe Dane won't call me back next shift.
See, you'd feel like it'd be the opposite. You're like, let me work as little as possible so he never wants me to work again.
Yes.
But I respect that. And the fact that the party is the motivator.
Always.
That aligns, that checks.
Always.
I love that. So we saw you give a little hoorah. Can we get a little hoorah for Canada right now?
Hoorah!
Hey, there we go, baby.
That was iconic, though. I loved that scene.
It actually kind of was iconic. You were very much leaning in, and I was like, do I want to work at Rib Fest? I think maybe I do.
Yeah, he's not afraid to show off his full ride.
Hey, we love to see it.
Yes.
Work is one thing, but Lila's personal story arc deserves its own category. Flirting, fireplaces, wanting to go home. Let's unpack one of our favorite girlies.
Spaghetti breakfast, totally revolting. There's a coochie on the table. I feel like a clown. Calling a grown woman a schoolgirl is a compliment.
You 20 years old. Lila, she'll wake up in the morning, she hates Ethan. Couple drinks in, she's making out with Ethan.
Who's out there?
Oh, you waved at me.
Who?
Awkward. I'm not the one or the two.
Or the 3 or the 4. And definitely not the
I need a proper Italian man. Situational awareness 0 over here.
Okay, we gotta get into Lila and Ethan. So they've been giving hot and cold energy, and we know she's not the 1, the 2, the 3, or the 4, and definitely not the
Exactly.
So what was the relationship between them like?
Lila likes to have fun. So do I. But if you're having fun, at least do it with somebody that's up to your level.
Yeah.
I don't think that Ethan is up to her level, could ever be up to her level. And I understand she's probably trying to do a little bit of charity work. But I mean, us being in the house with him was already enough charity work.
You're like, we're tapped out of kindness.
Yeah, and I just don't want that for my girl. I want her to have somebody that respects her, that's not going around and being slimy. And I feel that maybe my delivery in some situations were a little bit harsh, but I feel like tough love is the way that we communicate.
Yeah,
and
I get that.
I know it's probably a bad moment to do that, but
Yeah, I was gonna say, because that fight in the bedroom, when she's in Ethan's bed, she's waiting, and you come in. Do you wish that it went a little bit differently?
no.
Yeah, period.
Yeah.
No, but I get that.
said what I said, and I feel like if I just went up to Lila being like, hey girl, let's not do this, she wouldn't have listened to me. And I feel like the situation would be a lot different now. And it was so early in the house and so early of us meeting that she kind of had an idea of who I am and what I stand for. And I respect myself on a crazy level, and she deserves to do the exact same.
And I honestly really get that. Like, from my point of view, I love a friend who will hold me accountable to my standards, even when maybe I'm slipping, I'm a little sad, I'm a little drunk, and you're like, I just want to cuddle, and you're like, babe, you deserve better.
Yeah.
So I very much respect you for saying that.
Thank
Clearly,
you.
that wasn't necessarily what she needed in that moment, but as a friend, kudos to you, honestly.
Yeah.
I respect it. Outside of Ethan, Lila gave us some very iconic moments, whether she was kissing the tiki boat captain or on the hunt for a munch. Lila seems to have a breadth of types. What is Lila's type?
I know what Lila's type is, but I feel like I should tell her what her type should be.
Oh,
Lila's
okay.
type is like somebody that's gonna just do anything for her. Whether that's a nerd, whether that's like a hot man, an ugly man, anybody that treats you like a princess, which is good. But she is one hot girl. She needs one hot man, hot and rich. And maybe a little bit older than her, so, you know, he can teach her a couple of things.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, I like that. I like that you're like, this is what you want, but this is what I want for you as my best friend.
And I feel like I know her better than she knows herself.
What else could you ask for, really?
Exactly.
You're really just the best of friends. at this
Exactly.
point. I love that. I love that. And also, how about that fireplace that she decided to hide in?
Okay, so that fireplace scene, I was sleeping. First of all, it was really hard carrying the entire show on my back. So I had to take a nap, and then I had no clue what was going on until I woke up and I saw like ashes on her ass, and she was covered in like soot. And I was like, girl, Lila, you're so bored without me. But you know what? If that's her spot where she needs to like decompress, let it be. If that's her like place, I'm gonna let her do that. Just take a shower before you come next to me.
It's giving like little cave.
Yes.
Where she's like, just needs a moment. Did anyone else ever climb into the fireplace?
No, I don't think,
Okay.
I don't even know how that comes to someone's brain.
This is what happens when you take a nap. You can't sleep.
But you know what? Lila, if anybody were to do it and it be acceptable, it would be her.
See, I love that. Your bestie can do no wrong.
Exactly.
And that is a good friend.
Yes.
Well, if you thought the drama stopped there, you're wrong. It's time to chat with someone who is in the middle of the storm. Boat fights, breakfast debates, a turn on for the Smith machine? Let's give Bauer a call. Hey, Bauer, how's it going? We've got Christopher here. I'm gonna put you on speaker.
Hi, boring Bauer.
Yo!
What up, Bauer? You still got that golden retriever energy?
Always. Can't get rid of it.
Well, let's get right into it. It's the feud that the internet is talking about. Bauer, you shared a kiss with Emmy on the first night, and it was clear that Emmy was kind of in her feels from the get-go. So I just want to hear from your perspective, what was your view on that relationship? Just platonic?
Yes. Literally from the beginning. So she was the one who's never seen Jersey Shore, eh? And so it's like me, her, and Emmett. We were like the trio that Vinny, Pauly, and Dina had. And so we would always express it and how it's just like literally just like flirtatious banter, but never serious. She was like a blind mice, like when it came to like talking about it. She just took it right to the heart. It was awkward.
Kiara showed up late to the house, so she wasn't even aware of this whole like situation between you and Emmy. Christopher, what was your reaction when you saw Emmy giving Kiara the cold shoulder?
I mean, I understand both sides. You
Right.
know what I mean? I feel that Bauer should have shut that down right away in the nicest way possible. But, you know, Emmy had a little bit of a crush, and I feel like she was hurt when it wasn't reciprocated. But I do understand both sides. You know, Key's walking into something that she has no clue what's going on. So I'm not picking sides. I'm Switzerland. I love everybody equally.
I'm a person of the people.
Yeah.
Okay, Bauer, what about you? Do you feel like the cold shoulder was warranted? What's the vibe there?
Well, see, part of like golden retriever is that I'm absolutely oblivious to things like that. I just don't look twice into it. And I would literally base it on the fact that there was never anything serious with Emmy. And so I was just not aware that there was even a situation to be involved in. And then, yeah, it was just, as soon as Key came in, I was like all direction pointed to her, but it was also like not really anywhere else.
I'm seeing a little bit of a reaction over here. I want to get into this.
I agree with that 100%. But like the game was one thing, giving her one kiss then. And then we were all in the guys' room, and then you kissed her again without the game being there. That shows her, like, you know what, maybe he's a little bit interested in me. But again, that's just what I saw.
What do we think, Bauer?
However, there were times before that where she kept on saying the same thing, like, oh, Bauer, I lost. Like, give me a kiss. And so, like, that happened a couple times, if I remember it correctly. But yes, that's why I said, I was like, and that's it, no more. Obviously, when I say it in a kind of the way I said it, seemed a little jokey, which might not have been serious enough to, lay the foot down of like, hey, that was it. So Chris is right. I could have done better, but that second kiss was literally because she kept on bringing it up.
See, we got a bunch of men of the people here. You're like, she was, she wanted it. I gave her a kiss. But I think you need to run with this. Chris was right for a very long time. Honestly, keep that in your pocket.
Quick.
No, I get that. I mean, I feel like the thing with you being a golden retriever, I think you're right. Maybe it's just you want to please. You want to make women happy. Maybe it was a little bit hard or a little bit awkward to have that conversation so early on. So I do get it. But Lila did give you like a little cheeky warning, being like, maybe have a conversation just to make it clear you were friends, Well,
I was so unaware, and then Lila whips out that situation that I didn't realize was even there. And so I was like, whoa. I was like, whoa, okay. So, oh my God. But I am glad that she did it because that, even though she did it in Lila's way, which I'm not used to, I was glad that she said something because that made me aware, right?
Yeah, it's so true. Sometimes you just need that thing to click. And then after that, you and Key kind of took off like a rocket. You guys are hella cute, like very, very, very cute together. So what was your immediate reaction? Kind of like what drew you to her initially?
Honestly, the looks, like the feature she has going on. Like I always say, like I don't really have a type. She just had she was just a wild energy. A little too wild a lot of the time.
Hey, she clearly brings out your wild side. So there's nothing wrong with that. And not to bring the Emmy of it all back up, but I have to say something about this. Did anyone actually try spaghetti for breakfast? Because I'm intrigued personally. Chris, what about you? Spaghetti for breakfast, yay or nay?
Nay. I think that much butter and cheese in the morning is not great.
That makes sense.
Just not a great, breakfast is supposed to be like the best meal of the day. And I don't know how like noodles, butter, cheese, and more butter is great for you.
Setting you up to fail, perhaps. What about you, Bauer? Carbs for breakfast before the gym? What's the vibe?
Not those carbs. Oh my God. That was gross. I'm successfully, I can say I never tried that once on the show. No.
I know, it is definitely a different breakfast food. And we heard that it cures a hangover, but Riley truly looked like she just about died after she ate it. So I'm not too sure. Yeah, we actually asked the audience what their take was because it's caused a lot of controversy. So what do you guys think? Is the audience pro or against spaghetti breakfast?
Looking at comments, so many people are like, you know what? F it. Sure. And it's mind-boggling. But I mean, I'm still gonna stick with the no, the vast majority no.
What do you think about the general public? Are they team spaghetti breakfast?
I think if they are, then they're crazy. Still love you guys.
Well, we do actually have the results. They are in. Is spaghetti breakfast a valid breakfast option? 51% say no. 49% do say yes, though. So I think it's safe to say that spaghetti breakfast is still up for debate. I'm kind of team spaghetti breakfast, though, not gonna lie. We also, Bauer, have to talk about that VIP boat cruise with the ladies. So you, Key, Emmett, Ethan, you guys were all on this VIP boat cruise, and y'all made the executive decision to fire the girls. What is up with that?
Hey, we just thought that we were giving the, Snooki's friends what they wanted, 3 studs on a boat, and the girls, they wanted to get to know the guys, right? And so we just said, you know what? You guys go do your thing back at the house. We got it from here.
I see. So it was nothing like a what happens on the boat stays on the boat. We don't want anything to get out kind of thing. Not about that?
Honestly, I thought Key was going to kick my ass when we got home, but I walked into an even scarier environment of everyone being happy with each other. So I was really confused. I'm not going to lie.
Sometimes there is nothing as scary as a room full of happy people. You're like, what is going on? But Christopher, you were there to watch the girls come home. What was the vibe like when they got back?
They were pissed.
Period.
I'd be pissed too. Even if I wasn't working, I'd be laying on that boat, tanning. And again, I would never let a man tell me what to do, but that's just me, especially the studs that we're calling them. I would never go home if they told me to go home. I'd be like, all right, you guys do your own thing. Pass me a drink and let me just chill.
I think that's actually a very fair point of being like, oh, so I'm fired from working. I guess I have a boat day. I'm gonna kiki with the ladies. So that would have been a pretty good alternative for them, perhaps. Yeah. But it did look like it helped Key and Emmy kind of bury the hatchet, maybe bond a little bit. Christopher, what can we expect from the girls going forward? Staying messy, getting along?
I mean, I'm the wrong person to ask because I kind of love the messiness. Yeah. I feel like it makes me look good, but I hope that their friendship evolves, but I'm also fine with it not.
I guess we'll have to wait and see. Also, Bauer, we have to talk about the OK Corral Country Bar. It looked very, very fun, and we need to talk about that mechanical bull. I would ask who we think was the best, but I think we know the answer. But I want to hear your points of view. How was the mechanical bull for everybody? Who was the best? Who was the worst? Tell me everything, Christopher.
Yeah, obviously, I think Kiara has a lot of practice riding things. So I feel that she was just like really good at it. And I'm just like really proud of her. I feel like it gave Bauer like an idea of what he was going to get in the future. There's no riding it better than she did. And I guess Bauer can let us know if I'm correct.
We're gonna get that there. Well, Bauer, you did seem very intrigued by Kiara's bull riding skills. How would you describe her strategy? How did that make you feel? Give us all the dirt.
Oh my God. Well, you're gonna see how she used it. When I seen that, I knew everyone was thinking the exact same thing. Everyone was like, oh my God, Bauer's pumped right now. Her energy was already at a 10. I'm like, I don't even know if I can handle Key at a 10, let alone above it. So I was kind of scared. I'm not even gonna lie.
You're like, am I into this? Am I terrified? I really don't know. Could be a little bit of both.
No idea what's coming my way.
Oh, I love that. Well, Bauer, thank you so much for chatting with us. But you know, long distance calls are still a thing, so we are gonna have to hang up the duck. But thank you so much for joining us on the After Shore. We appreciated every minute of it.
Hey now, see you guys later.
Bye, Bauer.
Bye, boring Bauer.
What a guy. Well, Bauer and Kiara aren't the only lovebirds in the Shore House this season. We've seen flirtmances, showmances, romances, and no-mances. Let's take a look.
Skater boy, dreadhead, cute face, tall. Definitely felt a little fanny flutter when he kissed me. Everyone else can go home. I found my man.
Okay.
I could probably see myself kissing Emmett again.
This girl, she's astonishing. But the #1 rule is don't fall in love at the shore.
I don't get it. I don't get you. I don't get where we're at.
Riley and Emmett are very hot and cold. I don't know if they're on good terms or bad terms.
Riley, come in.
Okay, we have to chat about Emmett and Riley. It's been a roller coaster. 1 minute they're on, 1 minute they're off. Was it casual? What was the vibe?
I have this saying, what's good for the whole isn't always good for the soul. And I think that's exactly what was happening with these two.
That's very deep.
Yeah, I think that the bringing the tea is so bare minimum. Like, I would never fall in love with somebody or like somebody more because they brought me a cup of hot water and a tea bag. But they were giving each other like mixed vibes. This is, I think, what got both of them so confused. Like, were they together? Were they not together? I'd be confused too. But I don't know. I just don't think they're right for each other. And I hope that they see that.
Figure it out. Yeah. No, but I do have to bring up the tea because, and not the tea, but the literal physical tea. Because if you're not trying to like develop something with a woman, why are you bringing her a tea?
Yeah.
Like, if it's just casual, why are you bringing me tea when my throat hurts? That's boyfriend shit.
Yeah, it's like the first thing you do in the morning. It's like, don't say that it's casual when you're doing boyfriend-girlfriend things. You know what I mean? Let her make her own tea. Maybe put the water to boil, but you don't need to like walk it into her room and like give her like kiss on the lips, being like,
I just want it to feel like it.
Like, I just don't get it. I think it's really weird. It's like, what do you want? And that's why I kind of felt bad for Riley because she wasn't really in it. And then she gave him, I think, a couple of chances to kind of figure out what it was. And then I think that kind of like, maybe we are something more than just like a fun little hookup.
Yeah, like casual. And I think there was a lot of confusion on both ends because Riley was also saying, she was like, I don't want anything. I'm a cool girl. This is casual. But then like wanted to murder him anytime he would speak to another woman. So it's like everyone was a little confused, it seemed.
I totally agree with that. And this is why I say you should never make relationships in the Shore house.
See, that's what they say. But there is one couple that kind of locked it down pretty quickly and was nailing it, it seems. We're talking about, of course, Isaiah and Giselle. First kiss of the season. They were kind of the it couple of Canada Shore. Well-deserved. What's your take?
I think that they are great for each other. I think that they're so calm, so chill. Both give 0 Fs. So I feel like that's like the perfect way to make a relationship or even like a friendship work. You have to be on the same vibe. And I feel like they established that right away. And they were able to like grow a little bit. You know what I mean? Once they set their boundaries and if they saw something more, they were on the same track.
And this was so funny because Isaiah came into the house being like, talking a big game. He's like, I'm not getting locked down. And then he was kind of a lover boy. He was like the first person who really mentioned maybe being exclusive, maybe not talking to anybody else. So it seemed like he was pretty head over heels for her. Is that the vibe that you got?
I got that vibe too.
Yeah.
And I would probably be the same way for Giselle. Like she has a vibe and I feel like there's no such thing as being casual with her.
See?
She'll get snatched right away. If it wasn't gonna be him, could have been me.
And we respect a man who knows what he has, okay?
Exactly.
And when you've got something good, sometimes you gotta lock it down, no matter who you are. So Christopher, as our resident gay of the Shore, what was it like being surrounded by all of these literal couples everywhere?
I like myself enough that I don't need someone to like give me attention. So for me, it wasn't a problem. I feel like a lot of the other people in the house like needed like companionship. And I'm just like, I've never been that type of person. Wasn't annoying at sometimes when like everybody like wanted to make out and like they were all in their couples. And I was just like chilling. Yeah, but like I didn't mind it, to be honest with you.
I honestly love that. The fact that you can be in there and you're like, all I need is me.
Yeah.
And I can have fun by myself. I can cuddle with myself.
Exactly.
Period. We love to see it.
Yeah.
Well, from it couples to it's complicated, the Shore-mances are clearly just heating up, but we are nowhere near finished. This was just the beginning of our deep dive into the chaos of Canada Shore. Christopher, thank you so much for coming.
Anytime.
Grab your drink. Canada, grab your popcorn, and we will see you guys very soon. Until then, stay messy, Canada.
Say goodbye.